Dear learners, as we have seen that the HVAC transmission also has some drawbacks, though it has many advantages as well. So we can move to the HVDC transmission as well. There are a lot of advantages of HVDC transmission which we will discuss one by one. The HVDC transmission is cheaper in cost. An HVDC line can be built in stages. No skin effect is there. The transmission losses are less in case of HVDC transmission. The voltage can be regulated. Surge impedance loading is less than 80% load. The reliability is greater. Rapid changes of energy flow, independent control, lesser dielectric power loss and higher current carrying capacity is also present in HVDC transmission. Negligible sheath losses, lesser corona loss and radio interferences. Higher operating voltages can be achieved using HVDC transmission. Reactive power compensation is easy. No stability limit. It can be used as a asynchronous link between two AC systems. As every coin has two faces, the disadvantages of the HVDC transmissions are costly terminal equipments. As presently we are working on HVAC transmission system, so to convert it on the HVDC transmission system, we will need the converter links, and that is the converter control stations as well. So it will be costly for us to change the system as well, and the terminal equipments are also costly. Second one is more maintenance of line insulators are required. Third one is voltage transformation is not easy. Circuit breaking in multi-terminal DC system is difficult and costly. We will discuss about the components used in an HVDC transmission system. The main components are converter station. The major components of a HVDC transmission system are converter stations, where conversions from AC to DC rectifier stations and from DC to AC inverter station are performed. Every terminal is designed to operate in both rectifier and inverter modes. Each terminal is known as converter terminal or converter station. This you can see in this diagram. Here it is connected through a pole. This is a 12 pulse converter. 1. This one. 2 is the transformer. 3 is smoothing reactor. 4 is DC filter. Then 5 is tuned AC filters and HPAC filters. This is the schematic diagram of a typical HVDC converter station. You can see this diagram again. This is. So these are the main components used in HVDC transmission system. Second one is the converter unit. This usually consists of 2 or 3 phase converter bridges connected in series to form a 12 pulse converter unit as shown in below figure. These are connected like this. The total number of values in such a unit are 12. The values can be packaged as a single valve, double valve and quadri valve arrangements. The converter is fed by converter transformers connected in star-star and star-delta configuration. The values can be cooled. The valves can be cooled by air, oil, water, or from. All the valves are protected using snubber circuits, protective firing and gapless surge arresters. The third component is converter transformer. The converter transformers are used to supply power from AC network to DC converters or vice versa. Converter transformers can have different configurations. 3-phase 2-winding transformer, single-phase 3-winding transformer or single-phase 2-winding transformers may be used. The valve side windings are connected in star and delta with neutral point underground. On the AC side, the transformers are connected in parallel with neutral grounded. The converter transformers are designed to withstand DC voltage, stress and increased eddy current losses due to harmonic currents. The magnetization in the core of a converter transformer is due to 1. AC voltage from AC network containing fundamental and several harmonics. Second, DC voltage from valve side terminal having some harmonic also. The next component is filters. Both AC and DC harmonics are generated in HVDC converters. AC harmonics are injected into AC system and DC harmonics are injected into DC lines. These harmonics have following disadvantages. 1. Instability of converter controls. Second, extra power losses in machines and capacitors connected in the system. Third, telephone interference in adjacent telephone lines. Harmonics are minimized by using filters. There are 3 types of filters used. First one is the AC filter. These are passive circuits used to provide low impedance shunt paths for AC harmonic currents. AC harmonic currents are passed to carry both tuned and damped filter arrangements are used. Second one is the DC filters. These are similar to AC filters and are used for filtering of DC harmonics. It diverts DC harmonics to earth and prevents them from entering DC lines. Third one is the high frequency filters. These are connected between the converter transformer and the station AC bus to suppress only high frequency currents. Next one is the reactive power sources. HVDC converter requires reactive power for satisfactory operation. AC harmonic filters provide reactive power partly. Additional supply may be obtained from shunt capacitors, synchronous phase modifiers and static var systems depending on the speed of control desired. Next one is the smoothing reactor. A sufficiently large series reactor is used on DC side to smooth DC current and also for protection. The reactor is designed as a linear reactor and is connected on the line side, neutral side or at the intermediate location. The next is DC switchgear. This is usually a modified AC equipment used to interrupt small DC currents. DC breakers or metallic return transfer breakers MRTB are used if required for interruption of rated load currents. In next topic we will discuss about principle of